headed out to get our first mammogram. I'm officially 40. Like, I'm officially in my 40s, and I'm also officially in my vlogging era, because now I'm in the back of this Uber just talking. Last week I would have been embarrassed to do this. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. I told y'all we'll start it off heading for my mammogram appointment. I still haven't decided if I am going to ask if we can record it. I know a lot of people that follow me are either in their late 30s or coming around the river bend on 40, and so I think it would be helpful to record, so I'll think about it. No, that might be a bit much, but we're on our way. All right, girls, we are here. I'm super early though, and I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I think, yeah, radiology. We are here. Okay, I can't record. She told me to put my shit in the locker, so y'all can come with me. I'm about to change. There was no way I was showing y'all that. No way. It's the deodorant wipe. Wait, that's not the trash. Oops. My bad. All right. We out of here. Okay, let's do a little mammogram debriefing. As y'all can see, my titties a little sore. As y'all can see, I did not record myself. Oh, let me take these AirPods out. I did not record myself while I was in there. I'm finna tell y'all why. First of all, I knew my titties was gonna be out. Like I said, I Googled like 6-7 videos. I watched like 6-7 videos last night about mammograms. So I knew my titties was gonna be out. I didn't know my titties was gonna be out like that. Baby, they was splattered on the table. And then I don't have no boobs. So I felt like none of the videos mentioned like if you have smaller boobs, you know, you might have to do a little bit more maneuvering. Whatever the case may be. Child, it took, baby, we was in there fighting for our life trying to get these little titties in the thing to scan. I'm like, oh. We had to redo one because my little titty plopped out the thing. I'm like, oh my God, my boobs are so small. They are so small, but you know, it's done. First one out the way. Now, you know, we get them every year. And those type of services, you don't have like a charge or a copay or anything for. Those are not preventative. What are they called? Anyway, I'm back home. I am Anyway, I'm back home. I also love that I was able to get a 5:30 p.m. doctor's appointment, and I did not have to like leave work early or anything to go, and it took that long. It was so quick. My Uber driver on the way back was so funky. I don't got no deodorant, and clearly he didn't have no deodorant on either, because what the fuck, he stinks so bad. He was so nice, but god damn, my nose still burning. He stinks so bad. Anyway, I did finish editing the vlog in Final Cut Pro. I just did my basic edit like I normally do. For some reason, I cannot figure out how to download it and then upload. Like I haven't figured that out, so I'm finna have to like Google how to actually download an MP4 so I can put it on YouTube. Or I did see where you can just upload it directly to YouTube from Final Cut Pro. So maybe that's what I'll do. Wait, some features on this might not work until you clear data. What? Anyway, that's it, girls. I'm gonna figure out how to get this vlog uploaded, and then I'm gonna make some dinner, and then I'm gonna try to read some more. I fell asleep the other night, so I didn't get a lot of reading done, but I'm gonna try to do more reading time. I'm gonna put some deodorant on. That's what I'm gonna do before I be up in this apartment.
At the same time, the art itself, the product of that obsession, that obsessive kind of way of working, is the paradigm for all that is free and spontaneous.
Look at that beautiful sister doing that work. That's what I'm talking about. I love this one. It's called Tips from the Boneyard. There's Domino's. I don't know if y'all used to call Domino's Bones, but those are Domino's. But also, this is so dope. I feel like I could afford this. Am I gonna buy it? No. But if I was feeling real frivolous, I would buy this framed. It's only $77.50 framed. I mean, only is crazy, but listen, I think that's a good price for a first like original piece. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I'm using my phone. And I think I got my hand over the mic, so hopefully that wasn't too muted. But this is my first like, oh, I really like that piece. Actually, no. I showed y'all a like digital canvas in the previous clip. I love that too, but like what am I gonna do with a digital canvas? This I love though. They have prints over here. Not all of the places showing have prints. What if they would have had, they don't have a print of the one that I like, but what if they did? I would buy it immediately. Ooh, that's a little scary. I don't know about that. Look at sis with the Robert. Okay. Okay. Long Robert. Oh, I love this. I even love the way that this is framed. Like, this is perfectly framed. It's gorgeous. Who is the artist? Man with a big hat. This is crazy. Actually, that is dope. Oh no, you okay?
It's interesting, like I see them, but then like you see them.
I know in
wall,
different
like,
light. Like they always look different in different light to me. Lighting is important with art, y'all. So this is my girl Lindsay that I'm always talking about. That's her husband. I went to her gallery opening a few weeks ago, and now the pieces are on show at the Expo. So these are a couple, and then this is another one of her pieces that's on display. These are my favorite. There's one with like a red coloring. I think I showed it to y'all. It was like way bigger in scale than this. It's my absolute favorite. She got on her Hanifa boots. Them dead ass Hanifa boots. Like, I'm not even playing. The delay, yeah. OTD per.
Yeah.
like bite into it. I'm like, why is it spicy? It's a lot of sauces. I might as well have bread. Yeah, the calamari got sauce on it. This got sauce on it. That got sauce on it. So I'm just getting home. Y'all, I wore my Parenza Schooler blazer. My bag. The dye from the leather rubbed off under the little bit. So I gotta figure out how to, I don't know if y'all can see that, get the little bit of dye. Like I caught it before it got too bad. I just happened to like look down at my side and I was like, I think this is bleeding out on my jacket, and I was absolutely right. And then on my feet I just wore my Air Rifts, and I have on, hold on, let me just do a little titty. I have on this pair of, y'all can't see that, Ray denim pants. That was my little outfit. I think I got maybe like a little clip of what I was wearing in some of the footage that I recorded on my phone, so y'all will see it there. But anyway, that's pretty much all of the expoing that I'm going to do for the weekend. We were there for 3.5 hours. I literally pretty much walked the whole thing. So that's that. We went and got dinner afterwards at this place called Avec. It's good. It's always good though. And yeah, so I'm about to get into bed. I'm tired. I will talk to y'all in the morning. I gotta figure out my camera settings because I knocked something like off, and so I don't know if y'all see that, like something is off with the camera, and I gotta figure the settings out, but it won't be tonight because I'm tired. So anyway, that's a wrap on my little activity out, and I will talk to y'all in the morning. The lighting look good though. I don't know, something going on with the camera. They do not exist in any other instance. You and I are meant to be. It's 24 hours. I promise you won't plenty more. Oh yeah, you gotta stay ready. There's no place quite like here. There's no better time than now. That's why I stay ready.
Tell me if I just out with the warning that I might slip. It's
Friday evening. It's evening, right? It's technically considered evening. Anyway, it's after 5. It is 5:30 on the dot, and I just literally Control-Alt-Delete logged out of work. I haven't taken a shower today. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I literally rolled out of the bed, brushed my teeth, washed my face, came and sat down, and I had like an explosion of like emails. We're going through like a mandatory training cycle, and there's me. I'm in information management, which is essentially IT, and then there's HR training. Those were not my emails, so I had to transfer a bunch of emails where they needed to go. And then once I sat down to start working, my computer gave me the blues for a few hours. Like the main app that I'm working in right now, they're doing some integration and it's screwing me up. Like it anyway. So once I finally got in my groove, but I wanted to get something because I'm off schedule again because I had a couple ad hoc things that I needed to do, like I was asked to do in the middle of the week, so it threw me off of what I was doing. So I wanted to get that ad hoc shit done today, so then Monday I can start back with what I was doing. So anyway, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm going to go to Toto's, grab me some snacks. Y'all know it's Friday, and that's it for today. I don't really have nothing else planned. It's nice outside. I should be outside, but I did enough outside yesterday. So yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and go get some snacks. Maybe if I get something interesting, I'll show y'all. If not, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow because I'm tired and I just want to lay around and do not a damn thing. Hey, that's my new song. I ain't got the lyrics all the way down yet, but when I do, that's my song. That's what I want summer to feel like. It's hot. Hold on. That's what I want summer to feel like. That's Dustin Conrad's, or is it Destin Conrad? What is that boy? You know I ain't good with names. Kissing in Public. That's his new song. I have been wearing that bitch out, okay? Feels like summertime. Anyway, I stopped at Whole Foods to get some peanut butter, and I just grabbed some potatoes. I haven't had potatoes since I got back from Napa. Child. I grabbed some potatoes, some cucumber, like peanut cucumber salad, and a few chicken tenders just to like eat. I'm hungry. But anyway, I just got back from my workout, of course. Stopped and got coffee, stopped at Whole Foods. Yeah. Same old, same old. I don't have nothing planned for today. It's a nice day. I can go outside if I was invited, but I'm not gonna push it. I'm not gonna try to find nothing to do because I don't need to spend no money. But if something to do come on my doorstep, then who am I? I have a VIP pass to Expo, to the art show. So I could go back today or tomorrow if I wanted to. I might go back tomorrow, honestly, since tomorrow the last day. But for right now, I'm gonna eat this. I need to straighten up. I need to report a quarter podcast. I need to record Sunday chat. So I got shit I can be doing. Let me do that. Happy Sunday. What time is it? It's 12:13. I missed church this morning because I did not do Sunday chat yesterday, and I ended up just doing a Q&A on my Instagram because I couldn't think of anything to talk about that wasn't Shannon Sharp. And I'm just tired of talking about men. I'm tired of talking about men. I just need a break. So I did a Q&A on my Instagram last night, and I'm like, ask me some questions. Like, what else do you want to hear me talk about other than like men and career? I'm just tired. I need a break. So I answered a bunch of questions, and I titled the Sunday chat, Things to Talk About Instead of Men. If you're looking for something that you want to talk about that don't revolve around dating, even if you're dating somebody, even if you want to on a date and you just want general things to talk about, we talked about interest in art and, you know, buying art. We talked about what I'm finding joy in right now. We talked about personal style and, you know, how you develop it, places you like. I like to shop, like something else, please. So anyway, I really enjoy answering those questions. So I filmed it. Now granted, I was in my robe. Y'all gonna give me how y'all get me, but I filmed it, edited it, and it's 12:15. It goes up live in 15 minutes. So I missed church because I was doing that. God forgive me. But my plan was to go into church this week since Easter is over. So I'm going to try to get to church next week. But I did go for my run this morning. I left out for my run right at 7. I shaved about 30, like half a minute. I shaved like half a minute off of my time from last week. So slowly getting back. But I was home by 7:45, so that lets me know I will have the church starts at 9:30. So I need to get out a little earlier than I did this week because my friend was like, girl, church is different. It be so packed. You're gonna have to get here early. So my goal is to be dressed and leave it out of the house by 8:45 because I don't live that far, but like I have to hop in an Uber to get to church. So to be in the Uber by 8:45, at church by 9 o'clock, finding me somewhere to sit, using the bathroom, all of that type of stuff. So I'm going to need, I got out at about right at 7 o'clock. I need to get out of here about 6:45 so I can be back home at about 7:15, 7:30, no later. So then that'll give me time to like stretch, hop in the shower, and get ready for church. So as you can see, I got on clothes because me and my homeboy Charles, the one that he just moved to Chicago. I went to dinner, the first friend date dinner with him. I invited him to Expo today since I have a VIP ticket and, you know, I had entry all weekend. So he's new to Chicago. It's, you know, one of those things in Chicago that everybody that's interested in art at least goes to. And so I asked him if he wanted to go. He said yes. So we're gonna meet at 2. It's 12:17. I just went ahead and threw on clothes because I'm about to put a little bit of a face on, and about a little bit of a face. Yeah, I'm gonna put on a little. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna do mascara and eyebrows. But I just went ahead and threw my clothes on, and I'm just wearing this Gautier t-shirt. It's ski on this little belly, and then these Acne jeans. And then I'm gonna put on my Drees sneakers and probably that Acne leather jacket. And I'll probably wear my Saint Laurent frames, like the clear ones, which is why I'm not gonna put on makeup, because I'll probably have them on the majority of the time. So yes, I ate a salad while I was working, so I'm not really hungry. So I might just sit and watch YouTube until it's time to leave. I'll leave out of here at about 1:40, and that should get me there right on time. So yeah, just catching y'all up. I don't know, I probably won't record. If I do, it would be with my phone, and it would be if I like see something that I missed, because I'm sure I missed. I'm not sure, I know I missed a lot of shit because I've been seeing other people's like videos of them at Expo, and I'm like, I didn't see that. What was I doing? So and I'm sure we'll probably grab something to eat because the world's gonna get something to eat. Okay, so anyway, I will talk to y'all a little bit. That waist coming in though, y'all see it? I know you see it. I know. Oh, I did get my blazer clean. Hold on, y'all know I wore my Parenza blazer on Thursday to Expo, and I carried my that Gucci bag, and the leather rubbed off on the damn jacket. I had black like leather like rubbed off on here, girl. When I got home, I had to hand wash this. What is this fabrication? Because hold on, y'all, it's so heavy, wet. I was fighting for my life hand washing this. You know what's crazy? 92% of this fabric is viscose, right? And so we have this conversation about like viscose and polyester and how, you know, it's cheap and inexpensive, which it is cheap to like buy, but like this isn't a cheap garment. Like the construction of this is actually crazy. I feel like viscose and polyester is like a twofold because it's terrible for the environment, but it's also like very durable fabric. And I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what, but when I tell y'all this is such a heavy, like well-made blazer, it's Parenza, y'all know that. And wet, like I could barely lift it wet. Like I was like, that's actually crazy. Anyway, I was able to get all of that off of there. I did a pretty damn good job. Anyway, I was able to get that clean because I think I was showing y'all this the last time when I had it on. I was showing y'all that that it had bled on there. Anyway, that's it. I'm going for real now. Okay, y'all, so the Golden Goose track pants that I ordered to wear to the Cowboy Carter tour came, and they fit perfectly. Also, my booty look so good in these. Anyway, I got them in a size large. They are men track pants, so maybe that's why they fit so good, because I swear those other track pants that I have that are Golden Goose are also a large, and they are tight on the booty, but they were women largest, and these are a men's large. Or maybe I'm just, you know, slimming down. Who knows? But these are the pants. Imagine these with my tan tabby boots, the suede ones. I ordered a t-shirt, which I'll show to y'all when it comes. It has little citruses on the boobs. I keep saying they're lemons, but I can't remember if it was like lemons or oranges. I'm hoping it's lemons because that's what I thought I bought the shirt for, because lemonade. Anyway, but it'll be a little tee like this, so it won't be far off from this, but the tee is white. with lemons or oranges on the tits. And then I'm gonna have my boots on, and then I'm going to wear that tan Gap jacket that I got, what was it, last week? I'm going to wear that tan Gap jacket because it's gonna be May 18th. It's gonna be cold in Chicago, like especially when the night falls down. It may be warm during the day, but when the sun go down, it's gonna get a little chilly. So I'm gonna wear that. I think it's gonna be super dope. That's really gonna be my outfit. I was telling Charles yesterday, we went to after we left Expo, we went and grabbed like an early dinner, and I was telling him, like, I feel like I deserve a new pair of sunnies. I haven't bought a new pair of sunnies in a good minute, so maybe I'll get me a dope pair of sunnies. But that's pretty much it. Anyway, they dope. I love them. I love them. Anyway, I gotta get back to it. Lunch over. Bye. Hey girls, how y'all doing? It's Monday night. I just got back from bar, and I stopped in Mariano's because I've been too lazy to get groceries, and so I needed to grab a couple things. First off, some bananas. So I grabbed some bananas. I grabbed some almond milk. I grabbed a hair dye. I grabbed some body wash because I ran out of my Aveeno. It's $3 more at Mariano's. You know, for the girls that's like, you can sacrifice not going to Target. Yeah, I can, but baby, I'm not fond of paying more than what I really need to be paying for. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't imagine everyday people, y'all trying to hold everyday people, you know what I'm saying, to those standards. And then I just grabbed some sausage for breakfast, and I grabbed some eggs. They did not have any Vital Farms. So anyway, I just grabbed a little stuff. I need to, it's 8:37. I need to cook me something to eat real quick, and I need to take this hair out. I at least need to get the hair out and the braids down. Depending on how late I'm up, I'm gonna skip my workouts more, because baby, anyway, I'll dye my hair tomorrow. My hair appointment is Wednesday, and I need to do this tonight because tomorrow night I need to edit y'all. So I need to get to work and not be talking to this damn camera. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. I am exhausted. It is 6:16. I woke up at like 6 o'clock. I hit snooze. My snooze is just under 10 minutes. It's like 9 minutes and some change, which is so weird. I didn't set it like that. I don't even know if I could change it, but it's fine. I have to dye my hair. I did skip the gym this morning. One, because I did not get done with doing my, like, taking my hair out. I went ahead and took it out, took the braids out, like dry detangled it. I always detangle. Hey, look. Oh well, y'all better not talk shit about me. I always detangle my hair after I take it out, like, of the braids, like dry detangle with just a regular little brush that I use for like my weaves. Because 9 times out of 10, when I'm taking my hair down, I'm going in the next day or the next 2 days to get it done. So I need to put a dye on it. I switch between this and it's a Garnier. Oh, this is the Garnier one. It's another one, Natural Instincts. Is it Clairol? But I switch between those two. Those are my two favorite hair dyes. And I usually get like a soft black. I don't get like blackest black. I get like a soft black because my one hair is gray, and I have like a natural brown color. And so as my hair starts to gray more, like all of my new growth grows in gray, right? So that's about how much hair that grew on my head in my sew in the 2 months. And what I noticed, like pre-pandemic, I had got a curly cut or whatever. I went short and got a short taper. And so my natural stylist, by the way, if you're in Chicago and you need a natural stylist, her name is Daria Fire. She was like, I used to pay her to do my hair. My appointments at Blake is just it would just be too long. Like last time I was like, Angela, every time we do this, you say I need to start booking a takedown, and then I don't book a takedown because I'm like, if I book a takedown, I'll be there for every time to take my hair. And I love Blake. It's not him. It's I don't want to sit still that long. I'm already sitting still long enough because a washer does come with your service. So I'm gonna dye my hair, and then it's gonna be in a crunchy ponytail until tomorrow after work when I go get my hair done. But so I have to get it washed, I have to get it conditioned, I have to get it blow dried. He typically will clip my ends. I'll probably get them clipped this time because my hair growing too. Like it's really growing, like really growing. But I also don't be touching it because it be up in the sew ends. What was I saying? So the appointments be long enough. So I'm like, I'll just take it down myself. But every time I get to taking my hair down, I'm like, bruh. Because I have to be really careful. I do not even want to cut my hair. So, anyway, what was I saying? If you hear a weird whistling sound, that's the wind coming through my window. But it's hot. But also, I don't want to turn my air on. But it's so windy. Like, you know. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. I'm about to dye my hair. Whatever. That's why I need to stay on topic, because I be jumping off a topic and be forgetting what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna dye my hair. Last time he was like, you did a really good job dyeing your hair this time. Like everything, like, cause he was like, Angela, you'll come, and I will, and it be on purpose. I'll put dye to like here, cause you ain't finna see my whole head, so I do not be putting dye on my whole head. But I took my time last time. I dyed my whole head, and I didn't sit under the dryer. And I'm probably not gonna sit under the dryer today because it's too hot. But that's the best way to like make the dye penetrate. It don't last on my hair no way. Permanent, semi-permanent, demi-permanent, none of that shit lasts on my hair. I don't. My hair is just gray. When Daria would do it professionally with like her professional hair dye, like an actual dye, like colored, that shit still would last 2 weeks and I would start graying again. It's just my hair, which is fine. I love my gray hair. It just doesn't gray evenly. And like I said, I was saying I have naturally like dark brown hair. I don't have like black hair, which is crazy because my two older sisters had straight, it's gray now like mine, but they had straight charcoal black hair, and then my hair is like a dusty dark brown, and so is my little sisters, and so is my older brothers. But my two sisters had like crazy black hair. Anyway, as I gray more and as I get older, it gets more of like a dusty brown color, and when you mix that with black, it would be green. So Daria started doing like a brown black, or like darkest brown, or like soft black, and that typically keeps it from like coloring green. I don't have that issue. But if I try to do black is black, blue black, that type of shit, my shit is green. I did blue black one time. I had emerald green hair. I was so mad. Anyway, I'm gonna mix this up. I'm listening to the latest episode of She's So Lucky. Me and the host follow each other. We're mutuals on TikTok. And I really like her podcast. I just started listening to it, honestly, because I've been sort of trying to find new podcasts. We love my reads, love all of the old school, you know, friend zones and stuff like that. I haven't actually listened to them in a long ass time, but I love them. I'm not going to unfollow them, but one day I'll revisit them. But I'm just in a different headspace as it relates to like things that I ingest in my head in the morning. So I'm loving Michelle Obama's and Craig's podcast. Like, I'm loving. I need to finish the episode with Taraji P. Henson. I've been listening to She's So Lucky. I started listening to Jeanette Reyes's podcast, Go Off. And I like it so far. I like that one too. So anyway, I'm gonna cut my episode on, and we gonna get to mixing. We gonna get mixy, get this dye in, and then I'm gonna make me some breakfast because I am starving. I did eat dinner last night, but just like a little plate. I made like a chicken teriyaki stir fry, and I just wanted to get into getting my hair done, so I ate like that much of it. So I am starving. So I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. I bought some sausage, some little sausage when I was in the store yesterday. So I'm gonna make some of that in like an egg scramble and eat it because I'm starving. Anyway, okay, let me mix. The theater kid, the dance kid,
the former CMO who could be on stage giving a keynote? Absolutely yes. And I think that's very Aquarian to some extent, with a little nod to that being seen in Leo. I think this book, this experience is the greatest test of the capacity that I've created to be seen. I mean, it was one of my biggest fears, I think, is to be seen, or one of the hardest things. And so I like being this year. Your thoughts can bump up against other people and other ideas, and I love that. I'm so stimulated by that. I've always very much been kind of a city mouse, and became a city mouse, country mouse when I got my house out east a number of years ago. Started with the proposal, getting the idea, the structure read on paper, and starting to really kind of dig through what are the stories that belong in this book in service of this big. Before we pitched the book, I decided that I was going to leave LA, where I was full-time, and out here part-time, that I was going to go full-time to the Hamptons and just be there and cocoon and write and feel all the feelings.
She read.
Not be when you're trying to land the plane on something.
I forgot to say, these press-ons survived taking the sewing out and like literally taking the braids out, picking the braid out. I'm like, damn.
From that safe space that you created.
That glue ain't no hoe. That glue. Gee, that's crazy. We already, what, one weekend? This past weekend made one weekend, and then they lasted through a whole takedown?
More than just our hair. In fact, 2 in 3 women say the way their hair looks.
Let's see if I can not get dye.
Oh,
I don't like no
with
commercials.
The postpartum formula is the Nutrafol business you're listening to today. We're generating discount sharp to brands just getting started like mine. Or CMO.
I was gonna say, I don't think I was gonna be able to move with my buzz, but I was good. I always
it was interesting,
partition my hair out in 6s. So it's 3 braids over here, 3 braids over here. I start at the top
I thought I was just gonna
because that's the part that's going to be out.
I had
And so
gone from
that's what I care about the
where I
most.
spent the majority of my career.
And I just, honestly, I don't put dye all the way down my hair. I just put it on my roots. And then when I comb it through, it gets on the rest of my hair.
2 years, essentially.
But I really just concentrate the dye on my roots.
Fast fashion footwear.
Because the rest of my hair is like a natural 1B, and my bundles are like a 1B.
I think, and largely the audience was Black and brown women, largely women who didn't make a ton of money, didn't have a lot of disposable income.
Journaled out. I can describe 10 ways to Sunday what happened, but I'm not processing it through my body. It still is living in here.
The way that I was using them, it was in thinking about just the fact that I used to do it all the time when I was young. And sometimes, even with my sister, sometimes something that might have happened, serious or not, and I would turn on some kind of music, usually Janet, and I would just dance and at her, kind of. And she'd be crying out, and I thought it was just funny because I was getting a rise out of her. But it was doing something for me too, okay? Pretty, yang, great, dance it out. But I would say that to her, and I would say, well, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, play a song and perform it at the mirror or at me. And she's like, you're insane. I'm like, do it. And so we would do that. Zara is very much a teacher for me. It informs a lot of the decisions I make. But I think that it's really that simple as how can I have harmony with.
Something else I'd love to talk to you about. We kind of semi-started this on Threads the other day. Relatability. The idea of being relatable. Because you posted on Threads a question that I thought was a good question.
Yes. I was like, what is this need for Black women to be relatable?
Yes.
It's always been maddening to me, I'll admit. This is not new for me. I think there are obviously a lot of current conversations that are happening that's resurfaced that for me, but I even write about it in the book to the extent that when people I'll tell a story and tell in the book.
Yeah.
So the first person I ever told about my background, my family, and everything was a friend of mine in college. We were on a road trip. So I was about 19. She was 20, and we're on this road trip. And, you know, road trips as they do, you know, in between belting songs and all the things, you start talking and having these really deep and meaningful existential conversations, as one does on the open road. And I was kind of like, okay, I feel like we're close. I want to tell her more about my story. It's hard to connect with somebody with a secret this big. So I tell her about my family. And she looks at me and all she says is, I thought you came from money.
Same, girl.
She had. Yeah. And
Same.
it was the first time that I got a real window into what people thought about me, or at least some people.
Yeah.
I have since continued to have that idea reinforced, that people somehow believe that someone who looks a certain way, presents a certain way, speaks a certain way, dresses a certain way, has certain interests, a certain level of education, a certain level of performative success, or an air quote, the resume, the house in the Hamptons, whatever, could not possibly have come from poverty. You couldn't possibly be a poor black girl from Detroit. Life, you know, created this life. It doesn't, our minds a lot of times don't even allow those things to go. You know, what people think, even after I share it, I'm even happier. You know, it matters that we have possibility models in all the ways. And I think place of often not wanting us to have more than they have, or this idea that how in the world could she have come from this place and gotten to this other place in her life? I didn't come from that, and I'm not where she is, right? And I do think that there's an element of that for sure.
For sure, yeah.
I see it all the time. People size you up all the ways. I'm not going to list them, but it happens often. And then we turn to our own people. And there's this need for us to understand a portrayal of a black person's experience, not a black experience, but a black person's experience, and we need to relate to it. We can continue to deconstruct some of the ways in which we have inherited these expectations that we look and perform a certain way. We're the first ones to be like, we're not a monolith. But be a monolith. Would be part of
But enforce a monolith amongst ourselves.
Well, let's enforce it, you know, and when we get to decide how we enforce it, and it's like, actually, you don't. I belong to me first.
That's right.
Her. To a lot of other communities, but yes, I belong to the black community after I belong to me. And so I get to decide what that looks like and how that shows up. So yeah, it's been really nutty for me. And I think we have still a lot of imagery, I hate to say it, that plays into one type of blackness.
Life stage we're in, no matter what, you know, oftentimes we hear that conversation come when a woman, particularly a black woman, has reached a certain amount of success, right? It is the reason why people will say, you know, I don't like Beyonce because she's not relatable, or I don't want to buy Beyonce's products because she's not relatable. But I've never heard anyone call LeBron James unrelatable. They're both unrelatable because they both operate at such a level of excellence that is just who they are.
Correct.
But why is it only for the woman to be expected to be relatable and palatable for everyone all the time? Why can't she just operate?
Wake it up then, sis. Wake it up then.
What it looks like to perform goodness in all the ways, right? Anwar talks about this too. Like, even in dating, you know, being a daughter and being
the Anwar references are killing me.
We've got to start to.
I have to be fair that people like him.
And I think we really
I just can't stand him.
Be willing to do it and right. What is this deep need for somebody else's life?
I stuck my finger right in the air.
Can you just take inspiration from some aspect of it and let that, maybe that was meant to be a possibility model for you. Maybe, you know, her genius, her performing her level of genius is an offering for you to see greatness in yourself and for you to think about where that lives in you. It is maddening. I'm glad that we're talking about it because it feels like such a delicate thing to discuss. Ability space as a result of, I think, what's been unlocked for me with this project.
Amazing. We'll make sure we have all of that linked in the description so that everyone can follow along.
that was a really good episode. There were a few things that the guest, let me tell y'all the guest name that she said in the episode. I'm gonna go back and look at the episode transcripts, because there's language for ways that I think, feel, and exist that she said in a more like eloquent way than I've, you know, come up with the language for, and I want to write it down. How do you get back to the show notes? Okay, my bad. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna buy her memoir too. Her name is Daria Burke, and she has, I think she's like in the wellness space of sorts. But anyway, her book is a memoir. But she did a lot of, like, she said a lot of great things. Like I said, she gave me language for a lot of things, and so I'm going to go back and look at the transcript and write it down. So, and again, this was the She's So Lucky podcast. Lauren is the Les is the host. Why did I call that girl Lauren? Her name is Les Alfred. That's her last name? Alfred. Anyway, it's 7:26. It feels good to spend the first hour and a half of my day doing something. I haven't scrolled once, or I'm about to scroll now, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm trying to spend the first hours of my day doing something, listening to something that's enriching. And so that's why I've been trying to get back into podcasts. I may download her book on audiobook, and then I'm going to download Tina Knowles' book on audiobook, so I'll have stuff to listen to in the morning while I'm getting ready for the gym. Obviously, when I go to the gym, it's music, so I'm not even like tempted to scroll my phone because I have stuff going on it. And that's why I use my phone a lot. Like when I'm watching YouTube videos just around the house, I tend to use my phone instead of my TV or my laptop or my iPad, because if I'm watching YouTube on my phone, I'm less likely to be strolling. And so that's like my little hack to trick myself. Anyway, I'm gonna finish eating this. I'm gonna wash my hair out and get ready for work. I got about 30 minutes, so I have plenty of time to do what I need to do. I took a shower right before I hopped into the bed, and since I didn't work out, I'll probably take my morning shower around noon. I have to take a shower at night and in the morning. It's hot, I be sweaty, I sweat in my sleep. I have Sjogren's is one of my autoimmune deficiencies, and I sweat like a dog in my sleep. Also, I have really bad joint pain with Sjogren's. Dry eyes, dry mouth, a dry ass. Everything is dry. But particularly lately, I've been like super sweaty, and I think a mix of that and like perimenopause is like crazy. I have to take 2 showers. I don't give a damn. I took a shower. If I were, excuse me, if I weren't doing this, I probably would have already been in the shower, but I'll do it on lunch. I'll hop in. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna eat this and wash my hair and get to work, because baby, she got shit to do. I was set back a little bit because I had the most annoying, you know what, let me not say that. Let me not say that. Talk to y'all in a minute. If you've ever wondered what my natural hair looks like, this is what it looks like. I'm just letting the conditioner sit in it for a little bit. I'm not like deep conditioning or anything, because I'm literally getting my hair done tomorrow. But this is my natural hair. I have so much hair around the like perimeter of my head. Y'all know that I lost my hair in the crown as a kid due to like my scalp psoriasis, so it's hair there. It's just really, really, really thin. Blake does a really good job of hiding how thin it is in the middle, because it does appear bald, especially when my hair is straightened, because as thick and dense as my hair appears, it is very fine. Like, it's dense in its natural state, but as soon as it straightens, it's so fine. This is my leave out. It doesn't look too bad. I've had this piece of hair out the last 2 installs, and it's about to be out again, so for it to be exposed in the way that it has been the last 4 months, it doesn't look bad. Like, if I wanted to wear it natural, I still could. I would just put like a flexi rod on the end of it. And for a long time, this was me. I used to wear my hair exclusively natural, but I'm not. Anyway, I'm about to wash this out. And yes, I am a kitchen sink hair washer. Like, it's crazy. I didn't realize that. That's how you know that even within like Black American culture, we are also different, because the way some people have a visceral response to people washing their hair in the kitchen sink, where for so many of us, it's like a Black ritual. Like for so many girls, laying across the sink and getting your hair washed in the kitchen sink is like an ultimate Black experience. And then you have some Black people like, ew. I'm like, I mean, I get it. You didn't do it. But like, we're literally telling you that this is a cultural moment for a lot of us. Like, you just didn't have it, and that's okay. Don't yuck our yum. I'm not a shower hair washer. I do when I have my installs because it's just easier, but my natural hair, I'm not washing it in the shower. I do not be one, like, y'all see that? That shit sliding down my back in the shower would literally send me into orbit. I cannot do it. So I'm a sink washer. And babes, they'll be like, oh, that's so unsanitary. Don't you clean your shower? Don't you hit your shower with some spray to make sure it don't get no mildew residue on it? I do. Every time I get out of it, I hit it with some spray, right? I clean my shower every week. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do to your sink, baby. Just like when you be putting throwing that chicken in your sink and cleaning it and seasoning it in your kitchen sink, and then you take the bleach and you spray down. Same concept, love. It's not that, it's not that hard. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wash this out and put some silly plaits in it, let it air dry for a little bit. And then before after I hop out of the shower during lunch, I'll blow dry it out and just slick it into a pony for the rest of the day. And tomorrow, look at that, is so much hair. It's crazy how thin my hair be when it gets straight. I have very fine hair. Don't let this density fool you. Thin. It's lunchtime. This is the final result of the hair. Look at that. Good and dyed. What gray? No gray. I just put it back in a pony. Just slicked it back in a pony. So it'll stay like this until tomorrow, because my appointment is tomorrow after work. And she's very excited. But I need to make me a little smoothie before I get back to work. Not a smoothie, a protein shake. Because I ate my leftovers from last night like 2 hours after I ate that breakfast. So literally at like 9 o'clock. So I don't have no lunch. So I will just have my protein shake, which is what I was supposed to have. But I didn't feel like getting up. That was easier to just like throw in the microwave and then eat while I was sitting at the desk working, because then I had a meeting. I want to hear a couple songs that I've been obsessing over. So I have 3 songs that I've been obsessing over. The first one is Kissing in Public by Destin Conrad. Obsessed with this song. Okay, the next one is Fool's Gold on Alice Isley's latest EP. I actually really like this EP in general, but this song I love.
What is there left to say when you're only left to fall? I got my dreams and missions. There's always a way to face it. Listen to us still chasing.
Okay, the third song is off of Coco Jones's new album, which I'm finding it. I don't love it off first few listens, but I mean, it's a few good songs on it. One of them that I really love is On Site. It's called On Site. On Site.
Come show me what you mean. On
Those are my 3 like songs that's on repeat right now. I'm gonna go. I'm a little late actually for lunch, so I need to stop talking to this camera and get back to work. That's gonna wrap up the vlog, so I think that's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of the love, all of the support per the use, especially on like Sunday. Oh, my nips are on full display. Okay. Especially on Sunday chat, as it's still fairly new, but y'all be rocking with it and supporting it, so I appreciate y'all. And I will check y'all I will check y'all in the next video. Still a foolproof. I feel like I'm gonna get some dates this weekend at the grocery store. Cause I feel like a date would send this to the moon. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.